Everyone, it's Pete here from eTechnics. We're just here for a quick unboxing and overview of the AORUS X299 Gaming 9 motherboard. This is the new flagship gaming motherboard from AORUS, so as you can imagine it's equipped with quite a lot of features, which goes a long way of explaining of why the box is so freaking heavy. Obviously it supports the latest Intel processors, the LGA 2066 socket. It's also got support for Optane and everything else that you'd think of as well. A lot of cool extras as well. We've got RGB Fusion, ESS Saber Hi-Fi, we've got speed fan, killer networking, it's VR ready, whatever that means, you know, everything's VR ready. So let's open up the box. Straight away you can see there, team up, fight on. A nice protective cover around the motherboard as well, keeping everything safe, but we want to get in there, so let's get that out of the way. Yeah, straight away this motherboard's looking pretty crazy. Obviously we've got the new socket as well, which is absolutely massive. Let's get this out of the box first. We'll take a quick overview. Okay, so that tells me straight away most of the weight of this box is the motherboard. Yeah, there's a lot of extra metal on this one, so there's a full back plate on the back, really heavy duty. So that's obviously going to aid with cooling. It also tidies up the aesthetics a little bit as well. For what few scenarios you can actually see the back of the motherboard at least. Straight away nope, that's pretty well stuck on there, so let's just leave that on for now. As you can see, we've got quite a few PCI slots here, all equipped with really durable armour, durable enough that I'm not breaking them anyway. We've got an M.2 slot with an armour cover on there as well. That's going to add a little bit of sort of passive cooling to that and help you get a little bit better performance. We've got armoured DIMM slots as well. We've got 8 of them, and I can see it looks like they've got RGB lighting tucked all the way between each of these as well. So there's 3 strips here, 3 strips here, and judging by the RGB craze at the moment, I'm guessing this is RGB here, 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 and no doubt a bunch of other lights tucked around the board and everywhere else you can imagine. So that's something we're definitely going to show you in the full review, but obviously I can't really plug it in here. It looks like we've got a pretty hefty power delivery on this as well. We've got a lot of sort of chokes and VRMs and everything else down here, and a lot of extra cooling to keep all that in check. So I'm expecting really good overclocking performance from this board, and I guess you would as well, given it is the flagship board in the series. We've got 2 8-pin power connectors for the CPU, a lot of extra fan headers, RGB headers, more fan headers, more RGB headers, USB 3.1 Type C, 3.0, pretty much every connection you can imagine is supported here. We've got 8 SATA ports. I'm guessing they're all 6 GB per second. We've got 1, 2, 3 M.2s. They're quite stealthy though, I didn't actually see those at first. Onboard power controls and reset, eco mode, overclocking. So yeah, can't see what this one's labelled. That's probably the BIOS reset. We've got the BIOS status LED here as well. So yeah, if you've got it on a test bench or you're trying to do some overclocking or problem solving, then it's all on hand and you're not going to need your front panel controls on your chassis as well. And finally, we've got it says here, Amp Up Audio ESS Saber Hi-Fi. So obviously it's got a nice DAC built into there, some nice gold caps and everything else, so we should expect good high resolution audio support. And round the back, surprise surprise, we're going to have even more RGB. So we've got this built-in cover. It's got a nice glossy finish to it, but from what I've seen in the pictures, this is all RGB lit as well. It's all going to light up and match the board. So, you know, if you do ever take a look at the back of your motherboard or the back of your system, it's still going to look good, even if that maybe is just a bit excessive. We've got 2 DAC UP USB 3.0 ports. We've got some serial port there as well. BIOS USB 3.0 ports, USB Type-C built in. More USB 3.1 ports. We've got killer networking and Intel networking, built-in Wi-Fi, 5 gold-plated 3.5mm jack plugs, and an optical out as well. So overall, an awful lot of features on there. We'll have the full review for you really soon, and we're eager to see what this can do in terms of performance. So keep an eye on the website, and we'll bring you the review as soon as we can.